Hello and welcome. I am Delene Walker, one of the instructors in the Associate Degree Nursing Program. And on behalf of the faculty of the Associate Degree Nursing Program at Southeast Community College, I'd like to welcome you to the pinning ceremony for the class of summer 2022. We're excited that you're able to join us here and welcome each of you. Graduates and friends, family, and faculty, we're here to celebrate your academic achievements and to recognize your personal and professional growth during your time in our program. This class is a part-time class. They started 2 years ago. So right in the midst of the pandemic, and it has been so cool to be able to spend the time with them and to watch their growth in the last 2 years. It's just been phenomenal. Each of you have played an important role in your progress and in each other's progress as you've been in the program. You've shown true passion, resilience, and grit, that you'll be great leaders of our profession in the future. I would like to introduce now the Associate Degree Nursing class speaker, Kirsten Richardson Grieser.
All right. Hello, my name is Kirsten, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of the part-time traditional Southeast ADN graduating class of 2022. First, I'd like to thank the staff, friends, and family that made it today to help us celebrate this huge milestone. We started our nursing journey 2 years ago during a global pandemic. There were so many uncertainties at the time. Will we get to interact with patients that aren't mannequins? Will we have clinical hours? I just like to think that this class especially has been resilient to the changes and uncertain times. So on top of the unpredictability of the pandemic, we also learned quickly that classes within the nursing program were unlike any class that we'd taken before. So exams no longer consisted of memorization or knowing definitions, but instead application and knowledge. And these questions were ruthless because unlike exams from the past, all the choices on these questions were correct, but we just had to choose the most correct answer. Then we learned shortly after that exams no longer consisted of having that all the above answer. Instead, we were giving select all that apply. So basically, we just picked 2, but never all of them, and that was kind of our go-to. It wasn't foolproof, but it got us through. So then we soon started taking care of patients and realized that those long, extensive assessments, we spent hours testing, or learning and testing on our family members, would almost never be used step by step in a clinical setting. No neuro assessments did not ever consist of bringing vanilla extract to assess the symmetry of detection of odors of our patient's olfactory cranial nerve. So nursing school was difficult, and that meant we had to spend extensive time away from our families, whether that was for clinicals, class, studying, or completing homework. So thank you to our spouses and significant others for standing beside us through this program. Some students withstood long-distance relationships. The rest of us just felt like we were in long-distance relationships, unless we needed someone to practice our skills on. To our kids that had to eat takeout and frozen pizzas multiple times a week, you're welcome. Thank you to the family and friends and loved ones that provided a support system for us throughout this program. Your patience, words of encouragement, and understanding gave us continuous motivation to keep going. Sometimes you may have found yourself at the end of one of our stressful days, but just know it was nothing personal. The stress, lack of sleep, and time away from you all was never easy, but I'm excited that we can finally celebrate this achievement and appreciate those sacrifices. This moment right now is the moment that we anticipated sharing with you from the beginning of the program. I can't tell you how rewarding it finally is. To the Associate Degree of Nursing faculty of Southeast, thank you for sharing your knowledge and expertise with us over these last 2 years. Thank you for challenging us, guiding us, and investing the time to ensure we are prepared to become professional nurses. I also think it's important to acknowledge the instructors that endured our first clinical experiences with us. From watching us crush tube meds for 10 minutes, to standing there patiently as we tapped the syringe with our pen to get that one tiny bubble out. Thank you. And I would also like to give a huge shout out if you were an instructor that had to be there for our first injection. That had to have been terrifying. So, In true nursing fashion, we decided that there was no better way to show our appreciation than the gift of pizza. So we all got a gift card to get our instructors pizza. And then to further our recognition on a couple of our instructors, I would like to take a moment and recognize both Renee and Deline, who are and will be retiring. Both of these amazing women dedicated their professional careers to nursing, and I can't tell you what a privilege it was to listen and take in the knowledge they had. Our clinical simulations wouldn't have been nearly as exciting without Renee. Renee isn't attending tonight because she's living her best retired life, but we are grateful for the time, creativeness, and energy she put into each simulation. Deline is retiring this semester because she had to wait for her favorite class to finish. So thank you for your patience and knowledge during our mental health and ICU clinicals. And as students taking care of ICU patients, I can tell you it is very busy, thorough, time-consuming, the works. Deline was able to maneuver IV meds, injections, all of that with intermittent cathetering between 4 clinical students and their patients. And for those that don't know, ICU nurses are only assigned 2 patients at a time, so this was pretty impressive. When asked what plans Deline had for retirement, she replied that she would be teaching CNA classes and helping with fall clinicals. So thank you again, Deline. We hope you enjoy your retirement. And a huge card. Okay. And lastly, to my fellow classmates, I can't say how great it was to have gone through this program with you. It takes a strong foundation of support and collaboration to get through nursing school. I can confidently say each of these graduates will make great nurses, and if you ever find yourself or a loved one in a situation where any of them will be taking care of you, I can assure that you will be in great hands. In these last 2 years, we've introduced ourselves to doctors, nurses, and patients as nursing students, and I'm finally honored to say that we are able to retire that title and pick up the title we all worked so hard to achieve. ADN graduates, soon to be registered nurses. Congratulations, everyone, we finally did it.
Hi, I'm Courtney Emke. I'm one of the ADN faculties, and I will be reading the history of the nursing pin. As we begin the ceremony of pinning the nursing class, I would like to share with you a brief history of this tradition. Historians can trace the tradition of the nursing pin back to the 12th century. Knights who cared for injured and suffering crusaders were each given a Maltese cross that was worn on their arm. Florence Nightingale was honored with the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless efforts to injured men during the Crimean War. She began presenting a Medal of Excellence to her hardest-working graduate nursing. Since that time, tradition has become to award all nursing graduates with a pin to identify them as nurses and as act of proof of their education. The nursing pin has always been worn prominently on the uniform. Each school of nursing has its own unique nursing pin, symbolizing the school of nursing attended and is awarded at the completion of study. If you look at the front of today's program, you will see an image of Southeast Community College nursing pin. Similar to the first nursing pin awarded in the U.S., the outer ring of blue signifies constancy, the quality of being faithful and dependable. The center of the pin contains a lamp to signify the history of nursing and pioneer nurse, Florence Nightingale, also known as the Lady with the Lamp. The lamp also represents nursing as a source of reliability, goodwill, and warmth. To represent the passing of knowledge, nursing faculty pin each graduate. After each student receives their pin, they will light a lamp to symbolize the taking of knowledge out into the world.
Hi. Hi. There we go. I'm Patrick. I'm one of their instructors as well. At this time, Sally's Community College Associate Degree in Nursing Summer 22 class will receive their pins. It is tradition for a member of the nursing faculty to pin each student. Okay. All right. Julie Bragg. Julie has accepted a position at Bryan West on the ortho trauma unit. Julie plans to go on for her BSN at a later time. Christy Cash. Christy has accepted a position at Bryan East on the neonatal intensive care unit as of today. Christy plans to go on for her BSN at a later time. Aubrey Hayes. Aubrey is seeking a position on a labor and delivery unit, postpartum, or pediatric unit. Aubrey plans to go on for her BSN at Wesleyan or UNMC at a later time. Carly Hreska. Carly has accepted a position at CHI Health St. Elizabeth in the operating room. Carly plans to go on for her BSN in a year or so. Kirsten Richardson Greaser. Kirsten has accepted a position on the Trauma Progressive Care Unit at Bryan West. Kirsten plans to go on for a BSN. Bailey Saylor. Bailey has accepted a position at Bryan East on the pediatrics unit. Bailey plans to go on for her BSN at a later time. Lexi Schomer. Lexi is moving to New Mexico and is looking for a position in an emergency department or outpatient surgery unit in Albuquerque. Lexi plans to go back for a BSN within the next 5 years. Verdine Schroeder. Verdine has accepted a position at CHI Health St. Elizabeth in the post-anesthesia care unit. Verdine plans on going back to school for a BSN within a year.
Congratulations.
Leslie Vasquez Pineda. Leslie is seeking a position on the progressive care unit or intensive care unit at CHI Health St. Elizabeth. Leslie plans on going back to school for her BSN at Wesleyan in 1 year. Jessica Weir. Jessica has accepted a position at Bryan East on the pediatrics unit. Jessica plans to go back for her BSN. Congratulations.
Okay. Please turn to the back of your program, and we ask any nurses attending the ceremony today to stand and recite the Nightingale Pledge with the students and faculty. I solemnly pledge myself in the front of this assembly to conduct my life with truth and honor, and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is detrimental. I will do in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of nursing. I will hold in confidence all matters committed to my keeping and family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With compassion, I will support the patient and devote myself to the welfare of those entrusted to my care. I would like to congratulate each of you today on the completion of the formal nursing coursework and look forward with excitement for your transition to nursing practice. Please join me in congratulating the Southeast Community College Practical Associate Degree Nursing class, summer 2022. I will. Be successful. Be successful. With NCLEX. With NCLEX. All right. That's it, right? All right. Cool. There she wrote. Yeah. That's all she wrote.